On a radiant June afternoon, a young girl spoke softly to the wealthy man. "I don't want your money. All I need is a warm hug, like the one your daughter gets." The golden sunlight bathed downtown Portland in a gentle glow. Daniel Carter, a 45-year-old investment banker, strolled purposefully along the bustling sidewalk, dressed in his signature navy suit. Beside him, his 8-year-old daughter, Ava, skipped joyfully, her pink summer dress swaying with every carefree step. Ava's golden hair shimmered under the sun's warm rays. "Daddy, can we stop for ice cream at that cart?" she asked, her voice brimming with pure delight and childlike wonder. Daniel's heart warmed at his daughter's love for life's simple joys. "Of course, my dear. Which flavor are you craving today?" They approached the friendly vendor, who greeted them with a kind smile. As Daniel ordered Ava's favorite strawberry cone topped with sprinkles, a timid voice spoke from behind. "Excuse me, sir," came the soft, hesitant words. Daniel turned to see a young girl standing alone, about 7 or 8 years old. Her brown hair was neatly tied in a simple ponytail, and her faded yellow dress bore signs of wear, though her shoes were clean and carefully kept. "Yes," Daniel replied gently, kneeling to meet her gaze. The girl's name was Emma Lopez. As she watched Ava receive her ice cream with pure, innocent delight, "I was wondering," Emma said with careful, heartfelt words, "if you might have some change for lunch." Daniel reached for his wallet instinctively, as he often did, but Emma raised her small hand to stop him. "Actually, forget the money," she whispered. "I don't need it right now. What I really need is a hug, like the one your daughter gets." Her simple words struck Daniel like a tender, powerful wave. Here was a child yearning not for coins or food, but for the warmth of human connection she so deeply missed. Looking into Emma's earnest eyes, Daniel saw a quiet longing not for material things, but for the love every child deserves. "Of course," Daniel said without hesitation, opening his arms wide. Emma stepped forward, melting into his warm, fatherly embrace, her small frame relaxed against him, her arms clinging to his neck with quiet gratitude. For a moment, they stood in serene stillness as strangers united by a simple act of kindness. Ava watched, her ice cream momentarily forgotten, her young heart sensing the weight of the moment. "Where are your parents, sweetheart?" Daniel asked gently. Emma stepped back but stayed close, comforted by his presence. "Mama works 3 jobs to keep our home and food on the table. She's gone early and back late. I stay with Mrs. Rivera next door, but she naps a lot, and I feel lonely sometimes. I saw you hugging your daughter and thought, maybe." Her voice faded, carrying a fragile, heartbreaking hope. Daniel's throat tightened with unexpected emotion. His daughter lived in a world of love and security, while Emma hungered for the simplest human connection. "What's your name?" Ava asked suddenly, stepping closer. "I'm Emma," the girl replied with shy warmth. "I'm Ava. "Want to share my ice cream?" Without waiting, Ava held out her cone. Emma's eyes sparkled with surprise and overwhelming joy. "Really, you'd share with me, even though we just met? We're not strangers anymore," Ava said with the pure wisdom of a child. "We're friends now. Friends share especially ice cream." Daniel watched as the girls sat together, happily taking turns with the strawberry cone, their giggles filling the air. Emma's face lit up with the joy of newfound friendship. "Emma," Daniel said thoughtfully, "would you like to join us? We're heading to the park to feed the ducks. I bet Ava would love a playmate." Emma hesitated, as if such happiness felt too good to be true. "Is that okay? I don't want to be a burden." "You could never be a burden," Daniel assured her warmly. "Everyone deserves friendship and fun on a day like this." At the park, Daniel watched the girls swing and play, their laughter echoing across the lush grass and tranquil pond. Emma's shyness faded as Ava drew her into their world of fun. They built sandcastles and chased butterflies through the flowers. Daniel reflected on his own privileged life. His daughter never knew hunger or loneliness, surrounded by love and opportunity. But Emma lived in a world where a hug felt like a rare gift, and simple joys were miracles. "Daddy," Ava said as evening approached, "can Emma come play again tomorrow?" "Today was the best day of my summer." Emma looked at Daniel with hopeful, cautious eyes. "Would that be okay? I promise I'll be good." Daniel knelt, hugging both girls close. Emma, you're welcome anytime. In fact, I have an idea. What? If we arrange for you and Ava to spend more time together this summer while your mama works, you could come to our house, swim, and play. Mrs. Rivera could get a break, and you'd have company. Emma's eyes filled with tears of disbelief and gratitude. Really? You'd do that for someone like me, Emma, Daniel said with gentle conviction. There's no someone like you. There are only children who deserve love and friendship, and you deserve both, and so much more. 3 weeks later, Emma was part of their routine. She spent mornings at their home, splashing in the pool with Ava, reading books, and creating art. Daniel discovered Emma's bright, creative spirit. She had taught herself to read at an advanced level, her imagination brimming with stories and dreams. One evening, Daniel shared with his wife, "That little girl taught me something profound. The greatest gifts we give don't cost a thing." Emma didn't need money or fancy gifts. She just needed someone to see her and care. One hug changed everything for us all. His wife nodded, her heart full. Ava's learned so much about kindness and sharing. Emma's been a blessing to our family. As summer ended and school began, Emma came to say goodbye, tears in her eyes. "Thank you for the best summer of my life. I'll never forget how you made me feel special." Daniel hugged her tightly, his own eyes misty. "Emma, you are special. Never forget that. This isn't goodbye forever. You're part of our family now." Families stay connected, no matter what. Years later, Emma would recall that June afternoon not as the day she asked for change, but as the day she discovered her worth. A simple request for connection had transformed her life, teaching her that love shared freely is life's truest treasure. Daniel often thought of that moment by the ice cream cart. A little girl's honest need for a hug had opened his eyes to what truly matters. Emma's request had given him a gift, far greater than any wealth, a reminder that success without connection is hollow, and true joy lies in the love we share. The greatest treasure in life is found in moments when we pause to see each other's humanity and choose kindness over indifference.